Are rich people greedy? Does money buy happiness? Should you define success by how much money you have? And is that always bad? The answers to these questions depend on your money beliefs. They impact how we treat money and to a large extent how much money we would have in the long run. But some of them are protective factors of wealth, while others might sabotage your long-term financial well-being. So, it's time to discover your money script and how to rewrite it if it doesn't work for you. Hi, I'm Prudence Zhu, CPA and financial planner. I also teach at Arizona State University. I am here to inspire and empower you to build your financial freedom and success so that you can live the life you want and deserve. Today, I'm shooting in a more relaxing location since we're not going to talk about numbers. Money script is something traditional financial advisors don't talk about, but it's a topic that's even more fundamental and it influences your daily behaviors and financial decisions. Knowing how important psychology is to one's financial planning, the CFP board added it to the certification exam in 2021, and I applaud this for this change. Let's start with the definition. Money script is a term created by Dr. Brad Klontz, a thought leader in financial therapy. He's also a certified financial planner and psychologist. Money scripts are your unconscious beliefs about money, often rooted in childhood, that affects your adult behaviors and perspectives. For example, it directly impacts your relationship with money and financial intimacy with your loved one. After an extensive study of thousands of people, Dr. Klontz identified 4 distinct money scripts, and one of them is protective of wealth and financial well-being, whereas the other 3 might be destructive in one way or another. The first type is money avoidance. Money avoiders tend to believe that money is wrong or that they do not deserve it. They are likely to think that wealthy people are greedy and corrupt, and that there is virtue in living with less money.
There is a certain cap in which you can completely survive and thrive with this amount of money, and then if you surpass that, you're just hoarding.
As a result, money avoiders may sabotage their financial success or give money away unconsciously to have as little as possible. Money avoidance is associated with behaviors such as ignoring bank statements, increased risk of overspending, financial enabling, financial dependence, hoarding, and having trouble sticking to a budget. The second type is money worship. At the core, money worshippers tend to believe that the key to happiness and the solution to all of their problems is to have more money, which is wrong. At the same time, they may think that one can never have enough.
Show me the money! Show me the money!
As a result, money worshippers are more likely to have more credit card debt and lower net worth if they can't make enough income to support their lifestyle. They are more likely to spend compulsively, hoard possessions, and put work ahead of family. They are more likely to cope with money anxiety by rejecting or avoiding their financial reality. And this would delay their issues and create more significant problems down the road. They may give money to others even though they can't afford it, or vice versa, to be financially dependent on others. The third type is money status. Money status seekers tend to see net worth and self-worth as the same thing. They may pretend to have more money than they do, and as a result, money status seekers might be at risk of overspending. On the other hand, they may think the universe will take care of their financial needs if they live a virtuous life. Also, they tend to grow up in families with lower socioeconomic status. People with money status beliefs are more likely to be compulsive spenders or gamblers, dependent financially on others, and lie to their spouses about spending. And I'll talk a little bit more about how I coach financial intimacy between couples in a little bit. It makes sense that people want to show off what they didn't grow up with but wish they had. But ideally, it shouldn't be at the price of their long-term financial well-being. The fourth type is money vigilance. The money vigilants are likely to be alert, watchful, and concerned about their financial welfare. They believe saving money is critical in life, and people should work for their money and not be given handouts. As a result, they are less likely to buy on credit. They also tend to be anxious and secretive about their financial situation. While vigilance encourages saving and frugality, excessive wariness or anxiety could keep people from enjoying the benefits that money could bring and not having a sense of security, even though they have more than enough. If you are curious to know what your money script is, I created a short quiz for you to find out the answer. I'll put the link to the description below. Now, let's talk about my experience working with clients with the 4 types of money scripts. Among my clients, the typical situations when money avoiders come to me is when something disruptive happens in their life, such as a big tax bill, losing a well-paying job, or sudden big illness while sustaining a dependent adult child. For me, those are unfortunate situations with a silver lining. It's an awakening call that yells to them that the way they've been ignoring their financial situation and behavior is not sustainable, and something has to change for the better. And in financial planning, feeling the need to change is the first step on the right path. If the motivation and determination are there, implementing recommendations would be much easier. At that point, the clients would need a diagnosis of the situation and proper guidance to build the skills they need to bring them from where they are to where they want to be. In most cases, dedicating time to untangling the problems and thinking through potential situations with a professional already provides incredible value. In addition, planners would give feedback, follow-ups, and homework to help them focus on the top priorities and quick wins to create momentum. As for money worshippers, which is very common among business and mental health professionals and educators, some of them are highly achieved professionals. I also used to be a victim when I was younger. I believed that the only way to live a fulfilled life was to make more money and live a more extravagant lifestyle. But over the years, I realized that expensive jewelry and luxury bags wouldn't bring me joy in the long run. They would only take up space in my closet and were rarely used. Understanding what brings you happiness is the key to countering the natural desire to make more money and not enjoy life. So earlier this year, I started writing down the moments when I felt joy in a little notebook and summarized them by category. Of course, on top of the list are family and friends. And work and business ranked second, getting less than half of the count though. Since then, I've made conscious decisions to create more time and allow space for family and friends, which has worked very well. A Harvard study by Dr. Weldinger found a strong link between happiness and close relationships with family and friends. And that's also the primary source of joy for many of my clients. As for money status, the ones that come to me are usually their partners, complaining or trying to understand the money fights or conflicts they experience. It's common for 2 people of different money beliefs to fall in love and spend their life together, but never discuss how they make different money decisions, and probably even less about their underlying money beliefs and subconscious behavioral patterns. So what I encourage is trust and financial intimacy, where partners would understand how they grow up would impact their financial decisions. Past life experiences shape people's money beliefs and behavior, and it's okay to be different, as long as the decisions are not throwing them completely off track from achieving their long-term goals. I believe that people in a healthy relationship should have financial transparency, equal power in big financial decisions, and mutual understanding and tolerance for differences. And last but not least, money vigilance. You might ask, didn't you say that money vigilance is a protective factor to wealth? So why do we need to change anything? Well, you must know that having money is not the end goal. It's just a means to live a life that you want and desire. Unfortunately, I often see financially vigilant clients not benefiting from the comfort and security that money can provide. Take my mom as an example. She spends her entire life saving and finding bargains wherever possible. Now she's retired with a pension and assets. Yet she still sets the house temperature sweatingly hot in the summer and uncomfortably low in the winter to save electricity.
Hey mom, it's cold.
Yeah, can you turn the heat on?
No, don't waste money, just wear more jackets.
And vigorously refuses to eat out even when we are traveling. That alone would be fine, even though it makes the lives of people around her more challenging. More importantly, my dad is much more willing to spend money to get convenience. So they always fight about small things. As a financial planner, I constantly tell her that being frugal may bring comfort and familiarity. Still, more importantly, we need to focus on what brings happiness, not fights. And that's my 2 cents for today. If you found it interesting, please share your experience in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform under Invest with Prudence. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more strategies to build your financial future and live the life you want. See you next time.